second. This needs to connect. Also, is my sound... Okay, that looks like my sound's working. There we go. Okay, so I'm continuing Pandemonium, but I'm actually going to switch over right after this cutscene over to MSQ for Dawn Trail because I want to catch up before the release patch in the end of April. Okay. The chain of events that led to this moment began with my error. When out of mercy, I confined you here. Now I break it and leave no trace of you behind. This is not over. This will not go peacefully. What happened to his eyebrows? Why does he have eyebrows as he's older and has no eyebrows when he's younger? Usually it's the opposite. Even a cast-off would uphold his pride, though such an impulse must speak to the overwhelming arrogance of the other half. The name Hephaestus shall... I don't know. Shall grow to eclipse yours. None shall remember the deeds of La Habrea once I fulfill Athena's ambition and bring Erectionos, his dream, to life. You speak of him as if you care a whit for the boy. Why do you cower behind him? There are some desires which must be realized. Athena would see the world destroyed if it meant that she could find hers in the ruins. As for Erectionos, he knows not what his wish would beget, a truth which you have hidden from him. Do you truly believe a father's role is to deceive and manipulate? I mean, yeah, kind of, he does. Would claim the name Hephaestus and call yourself his father. Yet you bind his mind and body in dark chains. Your words, your prides ring hollow. Athena wanted her son by her side, and he desires to return there. What wickedness is there in mending a broken family? Athena cared not for Erectionos beyond how he could serve her ends. Really? Oh, sorry. You claim to be acting in his interest, but 'tis plain you are no different. I ushered Athena to her end. I vowed that my sole mission in life would be to guide this star true. In service to that vow, I silenced the whisper of my heart. I could not nurture a son whilst an entire world looked to me for guidance. For that choice, I bear the responsibility. Hello! How is you? Soulja Boy reference. I'm doing good. You about to Soulja Boy up in this hoe? Yet he's still my son, and I do not suffer to seduce him with false hope. You, who are not but the bitter drudges of Athena, and I, the very worst of us. The paranoia after bumping the mic is hilarious. I know, I didn't mean to hit it. It scared me, because I didn't realize it was so close and it scared me. When I bumped into the mic. Always Superman it. Got it. It's always a mood. What are you up to? Mother, she. No. No, then who? How do I? I'm back to us. I hear you. I owe you and Themis an apology. Athena, did you ever in La Habrea? I just got off Final Fantasy because you don't want to burn out. So you're on Cyberpunk now. How is that? I haven't played that yet. You broke free. Hello. How are you? Thank you for joining. Yeah, I'm trying to get caught up on Dawn Trail because I really want to do the final Alliance raid with everybody else when it comes out at the end of April. It's quite interesting finding out Keanu Reeves voice acted. It's hilarious. He did? I didn't know that. And how are you doing, Alitia? How? How? His mind was mine. I can't explain. Rixie's words reached through me through the haze. Mary sued my way into this. He did. They had a character for him based on him, which is even wilder. Hmm. Really? What does it? I mean, does it look like him? All good. We finished our kitty farm. All three of us had to get 100 tones. Oh, damn. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do that for Endsinger. Because I'm already at like 28 totems, which is like not a lot, and I'm glad that she drops double the amount of totems. But I only have Heidelins. I don't have Zodiark, or Endsinger yet, but you know, um, dang. Which one? How many of them did you have to get 100 for? Or did you have to get 100 for all of them? Because that's a long grind. As we did the words of another, in a voice much like yours, but resounding with truth. And returned. Welcome back. But I asked, Nemeth, I asked, does it look like Keanu Reeves? I sure one more so far. Only Endsinger, we've had to get 100. Yeah, I heard that drop rate is so low, which is like really surprising. Because apparently it's like so much lower than everything else. Which I was kind of shocked with, but you know. Pretty close to his look. Oh, that's cool. I like Keanu Reeves. I haven't heard really bad stuff from him, like industry-wise. Like I don't look super into it, but like, you know, sometimes you hear stuff and like, oh, so-and-so's a real asshole, or they're really mean to like fans and kids and like the staff and like, you know, people on set and everything. I haven't really heard anything that from him. And do you have all the kitties now? Because with you guys all three having to get 100 totems, did any of them get a single drop? Like, did any of your runs drop a single of the Endsinger cat? Because I'm convinced it doesn't drop. Keanu Reeves is a humble angel. He does seem like it, right? He seems like a really chill guy. In Cyberpunk, he's a douche. Hi, Dark. How are you doing? You got a question for me, okay? We only saw like maybe 3 or 3. Oh, you DM'd me. Okay, give me a sec. But I ran it with people, and we did so many, and I couldn't get a single one. Like we didn't see a single drop. Let's see. I don't see it. Oh, got it. Oh, okay. One sec. Okay, so when you said ads earlier, Nemeth, I didn't realize that there was an ad running on my thing. How do I turn that off? Oh, I was with you. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize that was you. Oh, yeah, that is you. Okay, cool. I'm glad that you guys were able to get it, though, even with the 100. Okay, give me 1 second. I want to see if I can figure out how to... I'm not sure. I think they always run no matter what the moment you hit affiliate. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, I see it. Okay. Let's see. I'm turning it down, but I don't see a way to like turn off ads. See a way to lessen the frequency? Let's see. Huh. You haven't tinkered with that stuff in over a year. Yeah, I'm looking for that right now. I put ads not scheduled. Let's see, advanced settings. I don't think you can turn them off altogether anymore, but you can delay them and they'll play eventually with the pre-rolls. Okay. Maybe I'll do the first one within like the first minute when people are still like joining, I guess. Or I don't know if that's the best way to do it or not. Because right now it's set to 5 minutes. I did make them shorter and I did them as less frequently as I can. Okay, I guess that's the best I can do for right now. I'll have to look it up more. Because I would prefer not to have ads run. That would be great, but I guess I don't really know. I guess you can't really turn it off anymore. Okay, that's weird. Okay. Thank you for the advice, though. Thank you for the input. It helps. I'll look into it a little bit more to see if I can make it a little bit less or when's like the best time to put it in. Or maybe if there's a way that I can schedule it when I like take a break or something. Okay. How? When did you master these bonds? Oh, we've heard much worse. You worthless, you. Ugh! No, not Erectionos. It appears my failures have borne fruit after all. It is weird that out of all the goddess names that they chose for his mom to be, they chose Athena, the virgin goddess, because she never had any kids, did she? Nima says, I have 2 questions, comedy purposes. Shoot, go for it. Hi, Mimi. How are you doing? So I do have a question for you guys. Should I finish Panda first, all of it, and then do MSQ for Dawn Trail, or do Dawn Trail? Because I'm trying to get to that, to the end of Dawn Trail to do that Alliance raid before everybody else is up, and I just don't know how long Dawn Trail is. Okay. Nima says the first one. What is round and voluptuous and eats snacks? Eats a lot of snacks and is a federal crime if you hug it back. A federal crime. Hmm. Hug it back. I think a panda, but I wouldn't think that would be for us. I don't know what. It is a federal crime. What is hugging you? Dark says Santa. I love you. It's a manatee. A manatee. Okay, that makes sense. I was thinking a turtle, but a turtle's not very round. I wonder what people had in their minds. My thing was hugging back, because I was like, if you hug, and I don't know. I was thinking other things at first, and I was like, oh, it hugs you back. Oh wait, it eats. How are you doing, Fluffy? I hope you're doing better. The second one. Okay, go for it. You are? That's good. That's good. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm doing good. I had a kind of rough weekend. I had really bad migraines where I thought I was dying. Another ad. Mhm. Oh, okay. The ads are back. Um, you're done for that. Okay, good. Um, you could finish the Panda series on trail. It's actually too long, depending on how often you play and for how long. Do you have? You do have over a month to catch up, though. Okay, cool. I usually play about 4-ish hours a day, sometimes, right around there. Um, Nima says, "What is something you can say in an interview and the bath and the bedroom? It was nice meeting you. Good performance. um, nice try. Better luck next time. I think we're gonna go with another candidate." um, you're hired? What salary are you looking for? I've had some serious disappointments. You've had some serious disappointments in your interviews. Usually I'm the one conducting the interviews, but yeah. Okay, let me go up and read the other ones. And then Mimi says, "Oh, I have those sometimes. I hope you're feeling better." I am feeling better. I was feeling pretty shitty for a little while. Um, Earlier, Neva said ad was not legitimate, was not the answer. It's a legit question. I want to hear people's response. And then queues for Dungeons Trials won't be as long anymore. I'm all too happy to help when I'm around. Oh, I would love that if you could help. I love it when people I'm chatting with and my friends join me on, trials and dungeons and everything. It just makes it really fun. Wait, we hiring? Where do we sign up? Says Fluffy. Neva says, "I got one. This is being recorded for training purposes." Oh, what's the other one? This is being recorded for to improve customer satisfaction. I'd like to speak to your manager. What other people will I be working with? What would be another one? I'm not very skilled, but I can learn on the job, maybe? Where do you see yourself in 9 months? I'm flexible in any position. That one's good. I like the 9 months and the flexible in any position. I can handle big loads? Oh. What type of position are we talking about? That too. Nina says, "Whoa." Anything for the money. I work well. What? How would I phrase it? I work well by myself and with others, as a team, individually or as a team. What else could you say? I'm available anytime. At my last job, they rode me real hard. I've got input number of years experience in this position. Will I receive hands-on training? 0 experience. That's when you ask, does this provide hands-on training? Can I learn on the job? Do you work well in groups? That's a good one. What would be another one? Let's see. I sell my soul. Is that good enough? I work harder under pressure. I'm very versatile and can take on various roles. Fluffy says, can we make this happen at Nemeth? What else? I feel like this is just a gold mine for stuff. This was a great question, Nemeth. This is great. I love it. I can't find a job. That's how bad it is. Oh, it's rough. Yeah. I love stirring the pot. Do it. I love this. This was great. You should do more of them. This feels very much of a whose line is it anyway? Hephaestus' essence contained in this crystal, we may safely return Erectionos above, so that he would bind Hephaestus with only half his senses intact. Can you work overtime? Ooh, that's a good one. This job requires you to get down and dirty. Can you work the weekends? And I love long hours. What's another one? What did your previous performance reviews say? We provided paid time off during holidays. This is an on-call position. Else. I have references that can prove my performance. I have no problem coming in the office. Dark means it's the same way in both contexts. That all the way says demon. That one was really funny. What other ones? Can you provide doctor that you are a U.S. resident? Are you local or willing to travel? I think that one just can't be beat. That one was really good. That one was really good. You are right, Elatia. Will you submit to a drug test? We pay for travel expenses. Dinner's included. There are certain perks. There are certain perks that come with this position. Are you able to handle a lot of clients? We pay for travel. Fluffy says, hell no, they don't. You aren't working hard or fast enough. Oh, man, that coming in the office though, that one's golden. I can't beat one. Can you be loud in certain areas? Okay. Unforgiven says, hello, Echo. How are you? I'm good. I'm doing a lot better. I wasn't feeling super great this weekend, but I'm doing good. Right now, what we're doing is Nemeth posed a question of... What was the exact question? It was, what is something you can say in an interview and in the bedroom? And so far, we have some great responses, such as, I'm flexible in any position. This is being recorded for training purposes. I think I said, I don't remember what I said before. That we're going with a different candidate. Dark said, I have no problem coming in the office. Elatia said, where do you see yourself in 9 months? And do you work well in groups? Do you come first? Or you put the client, you make sure you put the client first. Let's see. I don't know how to phrase it, but I said, are you able to spread yourself around? Do you take constructive criticism? What else? What is your best quality? This position, you get down on your hands and knees and get it done yourself. Are you able to take orders from others? I did not expect that from you. I don't know what you want me to say. This job requires a lot of ass kissing. them kitty ears are disguised. A little bit. You see, I like very cute floral kitty ears, whatever, but I'm pretty dirty-minded, for sure. Olivia says, "Do you work well with the elderly?" Oh, he says, "I also sent you a link for the new event." Ooh, okay, I'm excited to look at that. What else? Are you being interviewed or interviewing someone? That's good. That's a good one. What special skills would you bring to this role? How would you pronounce Erectionos? Because apparently, according to Dark, his name is pronounced Erectionos and no other way. Every other way it's pronounced is incorrect, and it's specifically Erectionos. Do you have a weight limit before needing a partner? That's good. This job requires lifting up over 50 pounds. Are you capable? How much hands-on work experience do you have before? Are you good with your hands? How are you in a leading position? I do like the idea of Dark doing an interview and asking them, how do you pronounce this name? And if they say it according to his way, the incorrect way, you're not hired at all. Let's see. Oh, man. This is a fun game. Just hand them the card of the word. Yeah, just be like, how do you pronounce this word? There is a wrong and a right answer, and if you say it incorrectly, you're out of here. I was gonna say one right now. That is so not okay. But I was gonna say, here we're like a family. We work on a loose schedule. What else? Altia says, "Oh no." All right, Echo. I didn't even know we were crossing to Alabama. Well, that's why I said it's not okay. For goodness sake, I was gonna say that. can't even do reverse cowgirl. It's illegal to turn your back on family. God, what else? I'm having a lot of fun with this. I already said one about like being spread pretty thin or being spread pretty wide. What else? What position do you see yourself in? Yeah, that's a good one. I think we had one earlier about being a versatile or flexible role. Are you versatile? I think I already said what special skills do you bring? Some of the clients are pretty rough and you just have to lay down and take it. I've been asked and that some of my interviews never knew had innuendo occurring when I was responding. In yours. I'm here to shake things up. I feel no trace of Hephaestus poison in your mind, and for a blessing, it appears your body is none worse for wear. Can you handle 7 days a week during the holidays? Breaks are limited to 10 minutes after every 4 hours. Do you realize that this role comes with benefits? None of those being health or dental, though. Extra pay the more you do. Bonuses are based on performance. Neva's currently my job, awkwardly enough. Are you able to work a demanding schedule? Are you able to work under a demanding lead? There's commission when you sell. Is there commission just in general? What kind of longevity does this role provide? Or job security? What's the turnaround been for this position? Unforgiven asked, so I was going to ask, how did you handle post ARR stuff? I was watching a couple streamers in that part of the story, and they seem to be fading fast. It's rough. So what I did is I was talking with friends when I was doing it, and so we were just chit-chatting and making jokes, and I was hating it a lot. But I basically went through the story and making jokes about it and just commenting. And one of my friends told me, as soon as you hear the banquet, it's almost over. Like them talking about a banquet. But it was rough. It's hard to get through, and I really only made it through because my friends were like, keep going, I promise you it gets good. Like, those final cutscenes are really interesting, and then you're in the next expansion, which is a lot better. But I would suggest, instead of focusing on the actual Realm Reborn as much as it sucks, just kind of chit chat and like talk about something funny would be my suggestion, because that's kind of what I did. Nima says, this job will wear out your knees and your back. I told them this part is okay to skip. Watch a YouTube video when you see Femro, Scion start paying attention again. Yeah, I don't think I skipped any of the cutscenes, but I did jump through the dialogue pretty quickly, because I don't think most of anything is voice acted until the end. So I just like skimmed the dialogue. But like Neva says, this job will wear out your knees. You know, we have, you know, is there a high rate of blowing out your back? It's all go over there, yap, go back, yap, go there now, yap. I know, and it sucks. And it's like, oh, this is super important. Let's go talk to this person. Let's talk to them for 2 seconds, and now go back. It's very annoying. Dialogue can be a lot to digest. I do prefer voice acting scenes. I do too, and like I don't mind typically reading out. Well, like ever since Zell suggested I started reading out the non-voice acted stuff. Like, I don't mind that, but the A Realm Reborn was really rough. It was like, it was hard to get through. Pray and return to the Waking Sands. Yeah, I think it's just have fun with it. If you can be on VC with someone or on chat while they're streaming, I think that would probably be the best way, honestly, to get through it, because I was getting really frustrated with it because it was getting really boring and really fading fast, and I was like, is this almost done yet? And it just felt so long without anything exciting. And I think promises of it does get better, I promise. Like, you know, here's some funny whatever. Oh, actually, the voice acting, like, pay attention to how bad the voice acting is, because they get a new cast right afterwards. That's why I told him to watch a YouTube video about the story, because I only fell asleep 3 times in the story in this game. Post A Realm Reborn, post Stormblood, and near the end of Endwalker. You're gonna you're definitely streaming soon. Are you streaming today, or are you gonna just, like, in general, you're gonna start streaming again more? Because I don't know if I can watch or not, Fluffy, if you're doing Dawn Trail stuff. But on the stuff I can watch, I want to watch. Endwalker, there was more. I was playing, like, over 20 hours out of boredom. Hey, the original Realm Reborn cast did their best. They did their best. It wasn't good quality, and it's not too much on their performance, but you could tell some of them were doing like a British accent that they were not comfortable in, so it sounded more stilted. And even though their best was like listening to empty cans in a dryer. Oh, not out of boredom. Got it. The empty cans and dryer. Yeah, the quality of the recording wasn't good. In general, like, it wasn't great, and you could tell that they were having a rough time. Like, I was so interested in Endwalker. I was playing for 20 hours straight. Yeah. I know, me too. I was so interested in Shadowbringers and in Shadowbringers and in Endwalker. That it was really good. In general, definitely a very tiny, teeny bit of Dawn Trail with the Dawn Trail relics. It's mostly going to be raids and stuff. Okay. If you do stuff that is not Dawn Trail, I want to watch. Send me a message so I can watch when you do. But yeah, that would be my suggestion. Just, you know, chit chat with them. Do a question like Nemeth did. You know, like something that's funny that you know, to riff off of. Endwalker content. Oh, perfect. Perfect. That way I have seen that and maybe I can join you for some of it. It wasn't so noble as that. I only knew something that had to be done, so I acted. Laha Brea, was that how you dealt with Hephaestus in the past? Indeed. He was not for the parts of my memory and soul I had to cut away masses of ether without material vessel. Storing his essence within the crystal was most logical choice. On that matter, I believe the time has come for you to share the rest of your tale of Hephaestus' creation and Athena's end. My question definitely ripped you out of this game for at least 15 minutes. It really did. And that question would have been perfect for ARR post. Because tell me you wouldn't just keep clicking and walking through and going to the next area while chit-chatting. That was a really fun game, though. I really liked it. You should definitely give me more of those. Because I really like that. I heard my words, but only vaguely, as if it under the surface deep of a deep pool. My mother wished to use me. You'll think of some perfect. I would hear the whole truth. I want to know what happened here and what drove Athena to act as she did. I'm ready. Athena's brilliance outshone us all. Even the other members of the Words of La Habrea were as children in comparison. So dedicated to research she was, it was not unheard for her to forget meals or even sleep. In her mind was ever grasping for knowledge, and it was in this endless search that she became obsessed with uncovering the secrets of life. You see, while we can convince life of various forms, the means of creating a soul are beyond our ken. Similarly, though we can enhance and alter our physical vessels, we have ever been bound to them. Athena's purpose was to shatter these limitations. Such limitations were not meant to surpass. She sought to enter the realm of the gods. Scarce few have the ability to comprehend what such a task entails, let alone the courage to attempt it. For most, the thought would be an idle fancy, considered once and then discarded. Not so for Athena. As a leader of the Words of La Habrea, I spoke with her often about transcending our being. From an academic perspective, the challenge has plagued countless researchers through the ages. You know, I kind of liked La Habrea a little bit more when he was, like, kind of crazy. And, like, I can understand that, like, oh, he kind of went crazy later on over the years. But I kind of like the idea of him just being a little crazy. It was during these musings that I began to formulate a theory, a means by which a person could meld with a creation. The weakness of one would be mitigated by the strength of another, and the result could be something greater than we could have ever imagined. Although it was but a theory, Athena insisted I develop it further. Curious about every detail along the way, our conversations became more frequent, and our platonic relationship grew into something much more. La Habrea is a boss. I take it I was not born. I was born not soon after. Just so, I believe she bore true affection for me and was blind to her hidden intentions. When Pandemonium was built and she requested to lead the researchers, I saw no reason to deny her. The fact that he ran around as handsome stranger in a realm reborn was great, and then they hit us with his name is Thancred, right? So I recently found out that they have depending what starting city you have, it's a different scion that recruits you, right? So I started in Gridania, so I got Ida and Pepalimo. But in Ul'dah, you get Thancred. Because I was complaining that, like, oh, like, I feel like they should have introduced Thancred a bit more. Because when they revealed it was Thancred, you know, La Habrea had taken over Thancred. I was kind of like, who's he again? Oh, right, that guy. Elidibus is kind of sad. I think he has like Alzheimer's or something because he forgot his mission and he was just going through the motions. I know! And like he was so like lost and just he knew he had a mission, but he didn't really know why. I had someone unironically ask why Thancred was evil during the Ultima MSQ roulette. I felt so bad for them for buying a story skip. Oh. Yeah, no. I can understand if you want to story skip because you only want to do raids and stuff like that. Like, I get it. But you're missing out on so much. You're missing out on, like, really great story. But I guess you can go do, like, New Game Plus, or maybe you can watch the cutscenes. But then, like, at that point, do you really want to do that? Like, if you already bought a story skip, like, are you really gonna go back and, like, rewatch the cutscenes? Probably not. And then you don't even get the normal little cutscenes, right? That aren't voice acted. I don't think you can rewatch those. Demith, you love Ul'dah out of all the 3 cities. I don't, but that's because I get lost. My gripe with Ul'dah is because I never go there. So my grand company is in Limsa, and then my starting city was Gridania. And I've only gone to Ul'dah to talk to Nanamo. And so I get lost in Ul'dah all the time. So that's why it's my least favorite city. It is better. Your character goes through it. Yeah, it is. Like, your character goes through it. Your character, like, I don't know, like, you feel more attached and connected to it. And you're going to feel more attached and connected to the world. Although, I will say that after La Habrea, like, nuked the area, my response to every interaction, every threat was just to nuke it. To La Habrea it. But I don't know, I just feel like it just gives it so much more. Mimi says, depends on why you want to play the game. Some people only like raid and doing end content. Yeah, exactly. Some people only like doing that, which is fine. Like, that's what you're there for. Like, I have a friend who only really likes doing fishing. Like, she's, like, level 100 crafter and, like, level 100 and bunch of this other stuff. And, like, fishing and loves fishing and is only in, like, Heaven's Word, I think. And, you know, I know some people who only do it for the story and they don't like doing, you know, anything past MSQ or like you know, typical rating like we do, like other people do. And so it's very dependent on why you play the game. I did the story up to 70 and then I put the character to rest and bought a story skip for your main. Got it. I cannot get lost in Ul'dah. It reminds me of Ironforge too much. It's a big circle. Okay, it may be a big circle, but it has different levels, and I get lost. I am slightly directionally challenged. I don't know if you guys have seen me when I'm on a quest and I start going somewhere and I go, whoops, wrong way. Whoops, wrong way. Whoops, wrong way. So I don't think it's Ul'dah's fault. I think it's a me problem, but it is a me problem. Alatia says, I don't blame her. Fishing is life. I did fishing once and it was really fun. And we were able to do the deep sea fishing like 2 or 3 times during it, and it was really cool. But since I was like level 1 or I guess level, what is it, 5 or whatever you have to start off to go on a fishing expedition. Like I didn't have all the moves and everything, so I couldn't get like the cooler fish that everybody else got. My whole thing is on it. You're the one paying for your sub/game. Play how you want. It's your experience at the end of the day. Exactly. Like I said, like I know people who don't want to do, you know, savage raids or whatever. Then don't do savage raids. You know, if you're in this game only to RP, RP. Like, do whatever you want. Everyone goes, we are aware of me being directly challenged. Unforgiven is also very aware of my panic clicking and running away. Put me in Limsa. I'm a lost puppy. I know, I can navigate Limsa pretty well. I can navigate Gridania pretty well, but that's only because it was my starting city. So Limsa and Gridania are definitely the ones I'm best at. But I still get lost in the Crystarium. And Crystarium is not very hard to navigate. Direction of the first city have been ingrained in my blood since I started in 2013. That Xeno's battle, yeah. So when I was fighting Xenos in Xenos in the after Endsinger, like at that very end, I was just panicking and screaming and running around in circles, and Unforgiven is just like yelling at Scream, move, 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 while I'm eating AoE after AoE. Even setting aside a relationship, her accomplishment as a scholar made her choice obvious. However, giving her pandemonium, I also gave her free reign to conduct whoever's experiment she could devise. And when you found out what she was doing, you killed her. I'm so glad I did that fight as a monk because of the follow-up cutscene. I know, that was so good! I was a dancer. Yeah, I was a dancer and I never used my dash. I used it like once or twice. Daddy Xenos! Yeah. Yeah, I didn't use my Avant like at all, basically. But it was really fun. I do think being as a monk would be really cool. But I did think it was fun being a ranged class to just like fuck it and just duking it out with the fist, which the way I view my character is my warrior light is very dumb and very much let's fight first and let's punch things first. So it was so fitting. I really liked it. Emmett was a really good battle. Yeah. Yeah, that was good. I just love Emmett Silk anything. I have to say, doing the story as a tank is easy mode for most solo missions. I did most of mine as a archer and bard. I was also jobless to like level 40 or 50 because I didn't know we were supposed to get another job. And so I was going around as an archer in those solo duties literally right before we go rescue Minfilia. And I kept dying and I was so undergeared. I was at the right level, but I was undergeared. I was still an archer and I was missing some of my skills. And it wasn't until my friends like, you go get a job, go do your archer stuff and go become a bard and then come back and I'll get you some gear because this is kind of pathetic. I was struggling. I even put it like on easy mode and I was struggling and I couldn't beat it because I still had gear from like I didn't even have the hall of noob gear. Like get a job is crazy. It really was. Go get a job. But literally after I found out about the jobs and then you know, getting the gear and getting the poetics and stuff like that just changed it. It made it so much better. I feel like being maybe a healer class might be a little harder unless you're like white mage that does a lot of DPS. It used to be harder, like to unlock warrior you need some lancer skills, some glad skills, and then you can unlock warrior. Now it's easy 35 marauder. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's pretty easy. I did bitch and moan about it a little bit because I had done Archer, Bard, Dancer, and so then when I wanted to be Warrior, I thought you started off at level 30 or 35 for it, and you don't, and you had to start off as level 1 Marauder, and I got upset about it. Same thing with Conjurer in order to be White Mage. But I think now I have enough of everything that like I don't have to start at level 1 of anything. I just have to maybe. I might have to for magical DPS. I'm not sure if you do. But I think I have enough that I don't have to start at level 1 for anything anymore. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see once I get there and then I start bitching and moaning about having to be level 1 again. I made haste to the Pandemonium the moment I learned about these hidden chambers. I left Agistus to keep watch from Tartarus' vestibule as I ventured deeper, knowing not what would await me. Oh, Mimi, I tried watching Way's stream the other day while I was migrating, but I couldn't hear anything. I mean, I was on my phone on the app, so that could have been it, but I couldn't hear anything, and I wanted to chat in there, but then it wasn't working properly. So I don't know if that ever got fixed, but I was gonna watch him do stuff, or at least say hi. He is new and still learning. Yeah. But I set notifications on. I did see that you were you're telling him to go into mod and give you permissions. Okay. See you in a bit, Fluffy. But yeah, no, I set on notifications for him so I could watch. Oh, I still have to watch your creation of the Lala Unforgiven. I still haven't gotten to watch that because I was going to watch that on the weekend, but I was feeling so bad. I didn't watch anything. So I will watch that tonight. Yeah, I try to help out the homie support as much as possible. I know you're so helpful. You're always so helpful. Speaking of helpful, for ads, is it able to turn them off at all, or can you just lower the amount of times they have ads? Because I went to it and like, I don't know also how to preview if you're getting an ad on Streamlabs or on OBS. I don't know if there's a way it tells you besides other people saying like, hey, there's ads. I'm thinking I can pull together a PNG stream tonight. No problem. It says, ooh, yeah. I was thinking of doing like a PNG for when I'm not feeling super well. Or do something like that. There should be options on your ads for your dashboards. Your dashboard. I also have an ad widget, Streambot, letting me know when ads are coming. Okay, that's good. I should do that. Do you think you could, if you know what it is? But you can ask D. He said, okay, perfect. That would be great because that would be really helpful because I'd rather not have ads if I can help it, you know? Or at least minimal ads. Just because, like, what's the point? Yeah, just ping on our server. He's happy to help with that. Oh, that's awesome. Have you tried out that new streaming software? You're nearly done fixing everything. Awesome. And we'll try to go live with it if I ever decide to randomly stream. So I'll let you know. Awesome. Perfect. Oh, she is really white. Okay. Who was it that was saying the other day that La Habre is black? And we're like, he is dark skinned for sure. And we're like, well, maybe Erectionos's mom is dark. And you guys were like, no. We were saying that his character model just doesn't look like it. It's just dark skinned. We're well aware that out of respect for our neighbors in Elpis, the researchers of the Pandemonium are not to be masked. Yet you stand before me with your face covered. What petty defiance is this? What indeed? So quick you are to rebuke me, even though you have not set foot in these halls since their inception. I still want to know what happened with his eyebrows. Like, why does he not have eyebrows here and he has eyebrows over here? You must have known you could not conceal this from myself and Adj Distis forever. As well, you know I cannot allow it to continue. Or maybe he shaved it off as like a fashion choice. And he's like, I'm gonna just shave them off. And then he let him regrow back as an old man. I shall say this once. Release Erectionos. Else I shall have no choice but to strike you down. He played with fire a lot. It took him a while to master it and not accidentally burn them off. I like that. That's gonna be my headcanon from now on. That is 1000% gonna be my headcanon. I would meet my end at the hands of none other. However, ere my time is come, and I will have you know the why of it. You will not desist. I think they added something in the lore so people do not ask for half races. If someone is a mix of races, they take after their mother more than their father's race. Okay, so I think they should talk more about mixed races because I think the first time they bring it up is what's her name in Heavensward, right? Because she's half Ellison. But I think they should talk more about mixed races because I loved the idea that Pippin was Roban's and Nanamo's illegitimate child. And then they're like, oh no, he's adopted. And I'm like, no. I want the scandal. I want the illegitimate child, the illegitimate heir. Dark says, how dare you forget Hilda? I didn't forget her, I just forgot her name. I like her, but I just forgot her name. I remembered her, did I not? I said the one from Heavensward. Grahatia, that is why he's a cat boy. To be fair, the game forgot about Hilda too. Would Mikote come from like mixed races, like originally? Like, do you think that's how they originated? Like mixing here, you know? I think she might be like the half race, yeah. No, I think they said that she is half Ellison, right? That she's a mixed race or like she calls herself something. But that she's half Ellison, half here, I'm assuming. Because some else have some different race kids than Shadowbringers. Guys, yeah, but they're adopted. They're fully adopted. Like, he found those aura. Mm-hmm. At least I'm pretty sure. This guy. I mean, he could have been having an affair with a lot of different aura women. Dark, he does clap cheeks. Says Unforgiven, and Dark says, wouldn't blame him if not, though. I mean, I've seen the aura women. I like the aura women, hence why I am an aura also. So, Kind of like Dark said, wouldn't blame him if not, if they're all his children, but I'm pretty sure they are adopted. Or we can continue with the theory of the illegitimate children and they're adopted, just like Pippin is adopted and not Nanamo's child. Once you understand what has driven me this far, you shall see that stopping was never an option. Literally, when Pippin showed up and he said he was Robo's son, I literally went, oh, there's a scandal within the monarchy. And then it's like, I'm adopted, of course. It's like, damn it. The feeling of one weighs little against the needs of an entire star. Aura women are like the naughty dreams that make the southern flags race. I need different headphones so I can wear my aura prosthetics more. Like the Virgin Queen of England had after Henry VIII. I like that the Virgin Queen was not virgin. She had plenty lovers. She just didn't want to share her throne, so she married England. But I still like to think that Pippin is an illegitimate child. And nothing could change my mind. The story may tell me otherwise. Square Enix tells me flat out that it's not the case, but in my heart, I know the truth. Just like in Unforgiven's heart, those are all Gaius' children with a wide variety of different aura women. In all honesty, what? You think the handsome stranger bred with all the races in here? I wouldn't put it past him. I wouldn't. He's doing a big mom, having a child, and with every race to end racism that way. La Brea was a pimp. Are you a pimp if you're pimping yourself out? Of course. Of that I'm well aware. But you did not deign to descend from your lofty height simply to lecture me as you would a child. So Grahatia's eye might end with him because he is a male. His kids might not get his eye. Is it only passed down through the mother? Or I thought... I mean, I don't remember his story super well because it was quite a while ago. But... was it his mother that had the elegant eye? I thought it was his father, but I could be wrong. Because I don't remember that much about his lore for it. I do remember that he had like one eye, one red eye, one green eye, and all that. But I mean, if La Habrea needs, I mean, not La Habrea, if Grahatia needs help having kids. La Habrea was like Zeus, got around, made tons of demigod babies, and then poof, disappears and only shows up when it's most important. Okay. I'll wait after the ad. Okay. So earlier, when Unforgiven said that Grahatia's eyes might end with him, I said, well, if he needs help making babies, I'm available. And then Nima says, La Habrea was like Zeus, got around, made tons of demigod babies, and then poof, disappears, only shows up when it's most important. 100% facts. True. And then Unforgiven says, just because kids take after their mother more than their father usually. Got it. Oh, thank you so much for following. I appreciate it. I hope you join us in chats. Because they take after their father usually. And it isn't Garlean's from Emmett. Yes, it is. So he decided to make a whole race of babies. He was their emperor. He was the founding, and not the only one, because he mentioned before that he's founded many different like empires and stuff, right, over the millennia that he's been alive. So he just gets bored and decides to make whole new empires, whole new races of children, all based off of him. You have an interest in my motivations. What possessed Athena, peerless researcher and mother to the son of the great La Habrea, to embark upon the path of her downfall? History will demand an answer, but it is you who deserve one. Give me your hand, La Habrea, and we shall know each other more deeply. Impossible. You bonded your souls? Maybe that's how he got eyebrows. Aye, the boundaries between us would cease to be. She offered me everything to be understood. I found myself unable to refuse. She gave me an offer I couldn't refuse. At that moment, my mind was a storm of questions, and yet one roared the loudest. Did Athena ever truly love me? Damn. I am become thee, memory and mind. Oh, damn, I remember this chick. She is nuts or something. I mean, she started the whole of the pandemonium stuff, and La Habrea had to basically put her down like a dog. He yellered her. Like, it's my dog, Pa. I'll do it. Can you feel it? My heart, all that I am. Yes, as if it were my own. A fathomless desire to dissect the mysteries of life, to transcend our mortal flesh, and bleed into a higher plane of existence. An unquenchable thirst for knowledge, not a single thought spared for another, for the star. So he didn't love her. Or she didn't love him. How disappointing. Yet what is known cannot be unknown. You have beheld my life's work. As you try as you might to exercise the memory, the seed of desire remains, and when it takes root, you too shall be consumed by the self-same fervor. I will dig it out. I will dispense with the corruption of my soul, ere your rotten inside spreads. So, she never truly loved him. She used him and manipulated him to get what she wanted until the very fucking end. That's devastating. 'Twas my weakness that I let this wickedness fester, but never again. Today I shall cast aside fickle emotion and abide in duty alone. Today I renounce all that was and live only as La Habrea. Such devastation indeed. Such devastation was not his intention. I'm telling you, he's just borrowing these Gaius lines. E-Myth, ugh, I have to go to bed. Gotta be up at 5:30 in the morning. Oh no. Okay, good night. Sleep well. Thank you for giving very delightful questions today, and I hope you come back with more. Thus did I forsake the crystal, the part of myself that had been polluted by Athena sealing within a crystal. You'll lurk, though. Okay. Never did I think that one day face those memories made flesh. Forgive my bluntness, but your actions bordered on insanity to go to such length to escape your memories. You nearly rewrote your very existence. I have a few more questions in my head, like the ones I asked earlier. Okay, but I want them when you can participate. So I'll be on tomorrow. If you're on tomorrow, have those questions. Have those questions for me. Rest assured, the change did not go unnoticed by our colleagues in the convocations. I do not know how to say these people's names. Age Yoram and Emmett Silk, my love, in particular, made the plain suspicions that they harbored. Night. As well as they should have. You escaped with your life, and nothing short of a miracle. Why didn't you destroy the crystal then and there? Did you think one day make use of the knowledge it contained? I will not deny such considerations played into my decision, but the main motivation was fear. I'd never attempted such a feat before. The crystal was my sole recourse should something go awry within the remainder of my soul. In hindsight, to cling to it was a mistake born of doubt. Athena must have anticipated that I would resort to such measures and prepare the vessel beforehand that would accept the dredges of my soul. Hephaestus doubtless believed that he was performing his duty as a husband and father should, yet in truth he was but a puppet being pulled to and fro by Athena's desires. His goal was not to raise himself high, he thought of only seeing his dear Athena live again, that he might finish what he began. Yet for all of that, he and I are alike. We yet shared a fatal flaw, you see. Our need for control blinded us to other perspectives. Though I was enthralled to Hephaestus, you called out to me. What say you now? Does La Habrea speak true? What does your heart tell you? I just want to know one thing. Did you truly believe that hiding the truth was the best for me, even knowing how I felt about my mother? The La Habrea I know had a fatal flaw after all. I'm still not convinced. This man still seems so different from the La Habrea we know from A Realm Reborn and from Heaven's Word. I have said all I can say. Now it is for you to choose to believe me or not. The La Habrea I know holds duty above all else. I would sooner prostrate myself before an erupting volcano than place my fickle emotions in his path. When you return to the surface, you'll doubtless don that mask once more. So before we climb out of this forsaken pit, I suppose I should say, thank you, Hephaestus. Got a shoulder shimmy every time. Okay. Erectionos. I've heard enough. There is more I would yet discuss, but we should first return to the Pandemonium's Gate. I'll gather my thoughts on the way. I owe you an apology, Rixie. It was due to my own inexperience that Hephaestus was so easily able to take hold of my mind. I also owe you thanks. If you and Themis hadn't chosen to brave the chaos occurring in Pandemonium, then I would never known La Habrea's story, my father's story. It was a tale I too was fascinated to hear. I very much look forward to speaking with Azim upon my return. I cannot help but wonder how much of this she foresaw. I'm afraid I cannot allow that, Elizabeth. As long as you retain control of the Pandemonium, there is work to be done. But of course, I shall first free the remaining warders and restore this place to its former glory. Using the facilities of Taros, we should be able to reverse the changes made in their bodies and mind. I shall stay to oversee the process. That as well, but I must learn yet why I was considered the key to Hephaestus' experiments and how he intended to revive Athena. Such questions are best left unanswered. In fact, I forbid the pursuit of that knowledge. The boundary between man and creation shall never again be crossed. And I intend to destroy the crystal containing Hephaestus' essence, that this mistake never repeats again. I see no reason to gainsay your judgment. There is yet another master of your crystal, however. Truth be told, I had not considered its origin until we saw one containing Hephaestus' ether. I was simply struck by how wholly different they were. There is another? Why are you barking? Why are you barking? Who are you trying to fight? While imbuing a crystal with memory is a simple process. Storing a message, a warning even, would be something altogether more complex. It would also mean that someone besides the present company and Azim was aware of the plot unfolding in the Pandemonium. Why would they not make themselves known? Even now, no threats remain. Perhaps it was one of the other warders. We shall question them after they are freed. That task may take some time, a resource I'd rather not steal from more than one of you. Return to your leisure and we shall share our results then. You've done more than enough for the time being. I'm of the same mind. Leave the loose ends to us and continue upon your journey, or if you're so inclined, take a much-needed repose. This talk of journeys smacks of Azim. All is as well as it should. She has pledged to keep moving until she's seen every corner of the world. If you do find yourself with a spare moment, you might bring that crystal of yours to La Habrea. He may be able to offer further insight. Until then, my friend. Okay. My fifth isn't Rixie. Excuse me for not if I'm not my usual chipper self, but we've not been without our difficulties in your absence. You see, the communications and the airship Professor Claude commissioned for his search was lost some time ago. Now we have quite lost track of where he might be. And to make matters worse, MGG has set word of the unusual large amount of energy coming from somewhere within the ethereal sea. I was just on my way to a telescope, in fact. Please, you must come with me. What? What is that? Is it real? Why is it that whenever danger visits the world, you are never far behind? I still don't like you. I still want to punch you. Still owe you a punch for hurting my babies. And you too, Professor Clauden's assistants, I take it? Buenos nachos from the Amazonian rainforest. Are you really in the Amazon? How are you? If you arrive before me, I take it that you are involved in this. Thank you to furnish me with an explanation. How have you been? While the research summary submitted to the forum gave us no cause for concern, these details are alarming. The Rose's last message indicated he was on the way to Azallah, but we do not know whether he reached his destination. You're currently finding an anaconda, and a chameleon, and a tiger, and the pink dolphin as well, all at the same time. Got a whole Kung Fu Panda situation coming after you. A rash endeavor even for Claudine. But he has never... There's no such thing as a pink dolphin. There is a pink dolphin! An Amazonian pink dolphin! But he's never allowed the thrill of a discovery to cloud his better judgment. We have no recourse but to retreat to Ishgard's aid in searching for him. As for the unsightly fortress which materialized in the ethereal sea, pandemonium was it? It cannot be left alone. Unironically, my ex-girlfriend used to call me Po from Kung Fu Panda. Is it because you two like to eat? Because I do too. Great motivation for me to get up is to say that you have food. For the time being, information regarding this matter will be strictly controlled to minimize panic. We shall gather those with knowledge of the ethereal sea and continue monitoring for further regularities. You have food? What food do you have right now? Guac and marshmallow pizza. What is I'm sorry. What? Anchovy banana pizza. That sounds so bad. No, please tell me you're joking. Got him from the New York City sewers. Because you're a Ninja Turtle. Yes, I do remember. Anchovy pizza. Fine with. Anchovy banana. No. Guac and marshmallow. Absolutely not. I do pineapple on pizza. I like pineapple on pizza. But, well, specifically on Hawaiian, right? But The other stuff banned. I think you should be banned. Spicy oatmeal pizza. I think you should be banned from this chat from now on. Banned from buying pizza. Banned from talking about pizza. A crime in itself. Oh, there was a Twitter post I saw like years ago that was like, pineapple pizza lovers and pineapple pizza haters unite, for there's a greater enemy, and someone put kiwi on pizza. Mimi says, I'm a basic bitch. I just like pepperoni and cheese. I like pepperoni and cheese. I like combination. I like margarita pizzas. I don't really like barbecue pizzas very much. Like with the barbecue sauce on the bottom. In all seriousness, I'm in Tampa still. And I got to play my Final Fantasy Magic cards. Ooh, cool. I met some coworkers who play Magic on lunch break. And they're going to teach me how to play Magic. So I'm real excited. How was it? Did you have fun, though? I'm a lowly assistant. We can see that there are other two current problems are mostly related. Same party or pandemonium. Or pandemonium. Phenomenon may be responsible for both. You lost, but you had fun. Well, that's good. That's like the most important part. I feel like I should move this way. Move this a little bit. As always, the same problem. 3 players playing store-bought decks, and 1 player playing a super overpowered deck. Yeah, that makes sense. Conversely, I see now that my unexperienced imagination failed to do Pandemonium's pitless spires justice. I can only wonder if the facility itself transfers to ages. Did the creations within do the same? What of the keywords? But answers to these questions shall come in time, I'm sure. For now, we must do what Master Fortuno asked us to write that report. As for you, Rixie, pray that you get what rest your responsibilities will allow, and then we will call upon you. I wager we will need you in prime condition. The other problem, no one else drank the ooze. Did you come with goblets of ooze and offered it to other people, and they very rudely denied it? So that's just bad manners. Their mama didn't raise them right. Rixie, I had a feeling you would arrive soon. I haven't left! Urgent tidings always seem to carry you in their wake, after all, and Master Fortuno recently sent word regarding his investigation. It seemed he's uncovered information regarding Professor Claudine's whereabouts and the sudden appearance of the Pandemonium in the Ethereal Sea. We would do well to meet up with him at once. If you have no objection, I ask that you proceed to the Etioscope forthwith. I shall make the necessary arrangements and join you shortly. I was just trying to share. Magic Commander is a 4-player game, and I was trying to make the 4 turtles. A very brave goal. You should continue doing so. Make your fellow turtles. Is this a different quest? GG, I brought you the volumes you asked for. We quite certain you need this all research. Favorite 14 character? Emmett Selk. Emmett Selk, Grahatia, Ishtola. Think those would be my top 3? You haven't met Emmett Selk yet. He is a sassy bitch, and I love him. Good taste. Emmett is him. He is. No, Fortuno needs to get punched in the balls for hurting the babies. Get out of here, Dark. I know your favorite character is Ishtola. You live, breathe, and die for her. I loved Emmett Selk the moment he fucking came around that fucking throne. I was like, him. That's him. Right there. And he only got better with the more trauma he was given. It's like aging in fine wine. Aging fine wine. Why did Ed Sheeran play in the Aquafat Amphitheater? Because it gave him the Shivas. Dark says, mention Fortuno's balls, not Emmett's. Because Emmett's I'm not trying to kick. I'm trying to do something else to them. We had a little trio. Me, his boyfriend. And so it's my boyfriend, Emmett Selk, and Emmett Selk's boyfriend. Like that, Parks and Rec. This is my boyfriend. This is my boyfriend's boyfriend. The ancients were freaky. I'm not judging. I was included in one of them. I was Azam. I was in that little trio. We thought we did battle of this transform word or Erectionos, was it? I would like to hear the keywords and the nature of his metamorphosis. Emmett is such a good villain that you want to join him. He was so good and like he didn't lie to you. Like he said he's like, oh, like Ishtola's like, you're scheming. He's like, always. But doesn't mean I'm lying to you. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna help you. I think he says always like every second of every day. Did you know the next 14 expansion is going to be WWE crossover? Going to be this new character, and his name is going to be John Cena. You know, I wouldn't put it past them, because I know they've done some crazy collaborations in the past. Like, they did Mountain Dew. They did Butterfinger. They did a couple other ones. So I really wouldn't put it past them to do, like, some sort of pun with WWE wrestlers, because like at least for the localization, right? Like they have a lot of puns for stuff. So like there's Curious Gorge, right? Instead of Curious George. So I honestly wouldn't put it past them, and I think it would be pretty funny. Sorry, I have that John Cena phone prank video call in my mind. Mimi says that shit is hilarious. I don't think I've seen that. Wants to make time for a YouTube video plug and watch along. I'll play it. I'm still hoping in vain for a Garlean race starting in Garlemald. That would be so cool. Send it to me, and then I'll put it on and watch it, and we'll watch it together. But I know, I still think that we should have done post Stormblood. Or at least like post Shadowbringers or something. We should have done the Garlean Empire before it fell. To give you that kind of connection there, because we went there, it was already gone and destroyed. You know, we didn't get to see the full extent of like the devastation. I don't know if you can post links in chat. If not, you can send it to the Discord. Yeah, send it to the Discord. Let me know once you send it, because I do have it muted. I think this is a different quest I'm picking up. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, this is for Savage. Got it. Imagine a race that cannot be all the jobs, no magic. Okay, sent. I know that would be really interesting. It would be limiting though, so I don't know if Square would want to, or at least that you starting there. It would be cool if once you reached a certain point in the story, you could restart or like kind of like New Game Plus it, but as a Garlean in Garlemald. That would be cool. Okay, let me pull this up.
Hey, wait. I need you to show me how to...
Okay, let me add the source. One sec. Okay. Loud.
Hello?
I have just one question for you. Are you ready?
Am I ready for what? Who's this?
Are you ready for this Sunday night when WWE Champ John Cena defends his title in the WWE Super Slam? Right now you can order this awesome pay-per-view event for just $59.99.
I'm sorry, no, there is not any chance in hell that we're ever going to have wrestling in this house again, but thank you.
Again, what happened?
Have a good day.
Something happened in that household with the wrestling.
Hello?
And goodbye to anyone standing in John Cena's way when he takes on 6 men in a steel cage shoots and ladders match at WWE Super Slam. Order now and save $10 with a low price of just $49.99.
Sir, you guys just called me, and as I mentioned before, we're not ordering this, so please stop calling my house. Thank you and goodbye. Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Champ?
Who?
Champ? Is Champ there?
Who is Champ?
I like the sock with the
That
googly eyes.
question will be answered this Sunday night. Cena defends the belt.
Listen,
at WWE Super Slam.
Hey, sir.
Taking on
Please quit
Sheamus,
calling my house.
The Undertaker,
Quit calling me.
CM Punk, and even Triple H and the Big Show in a spit-swapping makeout match. WWE
Wrestling has personally devastated her family.
Hello? Can you stop screaming in your little sirens and whatever that is? Can you knock it off for 5 seconds? Not interested. Stop calling my fucking house.
I would have blocked him. I wouldn't have picked up.
Hello?
I'm watching you.
Excuse me?
That's exactly what The Undertaker told John Cena. But will he be able to take the belt from the mightiest champion in WWE history at this weekend's WWE Super
For the love of all that is stop calling my house before I get your number. I will track you down and absolutely tear you to pieces. Do you understand me? I know who you are, John Cena, crazy motherfucker. Stop calling my house now. No wrestling, no super motherfucking slam in this house. I swear to Jesus, if this is those wrestling again.
Okay, good morning. Hi, I'm just calling this morning to ask if you're a supporter of the United States military.
Oh my God, I apologize. We've been getting calls all morning. I apologize. And yes,
Fantastic.
Yes, I am.
Great. Are you a supporter of the Marine Corps?
yes, absolutely.
Good.
Absolutely.
Great, because a former decorated member of the United States
Oh,
Marine
God.
Corps needs your support.
And his name is John Cena.
Was he a Marine? I didn't know he was a Marine.
Put boots to
You?
asses this
Are you
weekend.
kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? I can't even handle this. I cannot handle this.
Available right now at a low price of only $39.99.
I can't believe you're still calling me. I'm about to lose my shit.
Thank you for watching that video. We hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like this video, leave a comment down below.
Yes, he was. He was even in the movie The Marine. I haven't seen that. Unforgiven says, imagine a race that cannot do all the jobs. I think they have to make it something you cannot Fantasia in or out of race-wise. That's why I was saying I think it would have to be something that you have like a side character for. Right? But it would be really cool to be a Garlean from the beginning and be a warrior of light against your own empire during part of it. But at that point, they'd have to give you magic. Like maybe you were experimented on and could do magic or something like that. Traveler said, a new 14 job class, Marine job class. But I do think it would make it really interesting, though. Just like even like the politically, and they would have to expand a lot more story on it, you know, being like, oh, you're a Garlean, you're like an enemy, and be treated with a lot more suspicion on stuff, kind of a little bit more. It would require a lot to put in, but I think it would be really cool if you were able to do that. And like imagine being in Eorzea and being, you know, a Garlean and just being seen as, you know, the enemy. And then maybe once you are being the Warrior of Light and everything like that, you go over to Garlemald afterwards and trying to help people, and they see you as a traitor. That would be really cool. If they made that, you know, cutscene skippers would bitch that they can't get all the jobs or something because they don't know the lore at all. Well, that's why I'm saying I think you'd have to get to a certain point in the game where you kind of make a new character. Like it unlocks something and you can make a new side character and start from there. You know, so you'd have your old character and you'd be able to switch back and forth between your character. I think that's the only way you could feasibly do it. Because you're right, the other people would, people who don't know the lore would be upset about it. Guardian Race, where the characters expanded, basically the plot of 6, kind of. I still haven't played 6, but I wanna get it. I wanna play it. That is on my list of next things to play. What if it was a secret race? Well, that's what. Like you have to do something in order to be able to unlock it on your account. Like you have to finish the story up to a certain point, and then like if you make a new character, your account would be able to do it, or like how would you think about it? Like if you unlock it, you can Fantasia into it, or you will not rest until Ferns plays Final Fantasy VI. I will play it. I will play it, I promise. It's your new life's goal. Okay. I will play it. I do need to catch up to Dawn Trail and get to the stuff before April 28th when the new patch comes out. And then I'll be playing. If I finish before, I'll probably play some 6. If I don't, then I'll be working to catch up on that. And then I'll be, doing some of that for the new end content, the new raid that comes out. But after that, I could do a lot of 6. Another example of my lack of direction. I think it's this way. What if to unlock it, you had to get to the end of Dawn Trail without skipping one cutscene? Oh, people would be so mad. And you had to go, if you did skip it, you had to go back to the journal and watch those cutscenes without skipping it. That would be funny. Mimi says, Echo becomes a raider. I will. I'll get there soon. Soon I'll get there and join everybody else. Right spot. Soon, yes. Getting close, and then I can do raids. I can have cool gear. Still not know what the acronyms in this game mean. Still be lost and confused and wishing for my Sprout back. I could have done every single Savage, done the ultimate stuff and everything else. They'll be like, where's my Sprout? I feel like my name looks naked without it. Thank you for answering my summons with haste. Let us forego formalities and jump straight into the heart of the matter. Namely, the whereabouts of Professor Claudin, who has not been seen since his ill-advised journey to Ezela. What happens when you crash your mountain into the Viceroy? Your mount vehicle into a Viceroy? I don't know. I'm trying to think. Every time you come with the puns, she will sue you. That one's good. I like that one. A subsequent expedition has discovered the airship in the vicinity of the Etherochemical Research Facility. Although the vessel clearly belonged to the professor, he's nowhere to be found. Further investigations confirmed the expedition party suspicious. Nigh on an entire sector of Azala has teleported elsewhere. Teleported to where? We believe that its destination was none other than the Ethereal Sea. Here were Allegan facilities reconstituted as the halls of the Pandemonium to great success, as you can see. It will also probably be ending in like half an hour, because I have to make dinner tonight, and go to bed early tonight. I will be on tomorrow for sure, around 4:30. That is our leading theory, though we are certain enough, at least, to risk sending you into his depths and searching for the missing man. I think after this cutscene, I'm going to jump to MSQ stuff, just for the last little bit. While the Pandemonium may be firmly sealed, an unknown entity has recently spied crawling forth from its gate. We observed its behavior with the Etioscope to horror. We witnessed it growing the surrounding ether like a ravenous beast. What? It must be stopped. The ethereal seas harbor souls of the departed. 'Tis the wellspring from which the creatures are born. If its flow were disturbed, life itself might cease to be. Precisely. It's safety that must be our first priority. Rid us of this menace, Rixie, and then we shall be at the liberty to investigate what wicked machinations are afoot. This memory crystal was recovered from Claudine's ship. Take it with you. It may yet provide some insight into the enigma of the Pandemonium. Without Themis, there will be no army of phantom warriors. I realize you are more than capable in combat, but are you certain you'll be alright? He isn't? Why, of course, I should have known that someone of your talents would master even the ancient arcane arts. Apologies for my failure of imagination. I still want us to fully unlock our memories. I want us to fully unlock all of Azim's memories. Once we are freed of the looming specter of the Pandemonium, you must promise to share your knowledge for the sake of thorough reports, of course. In the meanwhile, I shall focus my efforts on providing you with what information I can support. I do know that you probably can't, because that way you can kind of headcanon certain stuff yourself. But part of me wishes that you could see it from your point of view. Why do male Garleans wear so much armor on their waists? Why? I shall gather researchers from the confluence to construct a means to convey you to their destination. The rest is in your hands. If they get hit there, it makes their guys vulnerable. Okay. Time for the ninth circle. Let's go. Already in a party. Okay. I guess I can go start the MSQ stuff now. Traveler says, I gotta get my mind out of the gutter. No, no, no. It should be there. Because the game we were playing earlier, you did go in the sewers. You did. See, that's where it just belongs naturally. Oh, wait. Unlock some of the aetherites. I still need Bayside. And that one. I'll get Bayside one first then. Wait, what game was played before? Now I'm intrigued. Earlier we were playing the game of what can you say at a job interview and in the bedroom? And that one was really fun. Nemeth said that he's gonna come back tomorrow, most likely tomorrow, with some good new questions like that. Where is this? Oh, it's over there. Really like the jazzy sound, but I don't quite feel like it fits with this, but I could be wrong. Welcome to Dawn Trail. Just got back. Welcome back! Yeah, I just started Dawn Trail the other day, so I'm not very far into it. Things you can say about streamers, but not your girlfriend. Ooh, that's a good one, but I can't think of anything. Thanks for the biddies. That's good. Have you ever had tacos? They're a Tulio classic. You bake the crunchy shell. No, you don't bake it. You do not bake. Okay. I mean, if you're making a flauta, I guess if you're making taco dorado, but you don't bake it. You fry it. Made a corn flour and fill it with meat and salad. Lots of shops and still sell them. But I like how they're made here at Zio Bowl. It's the best. And you need, and I need one right in front of me right now. Let's head downstairs and place an order. I do like the thanks for the biddies. What would be something else? You can definitely say that to me, though. I was saying it depends on your relationship. Guess I'm biased because I'm also a streamer. I was gonna say you need to talk more for a streamer because nobody's ever told me I need to talk more. In fact, it's the opposite. Ooh. That looks like the, if it had a top hat, it's the villain from Kaiju number 8. Ninth Circle has your favorite music in the Panda Raids. Sorry, can't today. My equipment isn't working. That's funny. I like that one. I'm gonna turn up the music a little bit. Oh, it gets bigger. Okay. Lol, Kyoto's. We used to call him Coitus in my group when we were progging in Savage. That's funny. And because P9s would be BPness. We're not good people. No, I love it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Mimi, you're my kind of people. Oh, I think I was supposed to be in it. Progging coitus penis sounds about right. You could say it just fits. I'll see myself out. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Look at me with only 3 Volt stacks. Ooh, what does that do? Oh, he just comes and bites me. Do I have to get checked for rabies? All right, traveler, I must bid you adieu now that I've poisoned your minds with my filthy antics. I love it when you do that. But good night. Sleep well. I don't know if it going. Okay. Filthy and fine both start with an F for a reason. Exactly. Filthy is 100% allowed here. Ooh, she's cute. Welcome back, Fluffy. We just did P9, which Mimi calls him Coitus, and that is his new name. And in P9S, it would be penis. And so that is what his name is now. So that is all you missed. I'm Athena, chief keyword of the Pandemonium, wife to Halahabrea and mother to Erectionos. And it is who I made the Pandemonium anew in the underworld. In a manner of speaking, I got to do P9 for the year. I got to do it too! In a manner of speaking, I'm the source of all your recent troubles. I must say, I did not imagine I would meet you in this age. A slight miscalculation, but perhaps a fortunate one. For your deeds in the past have left quite an impression on me. I understand you have reason to be wary, but I assure you there is no need. I do not know what Lahabre has told you about me, but all I have done out of sincere scientific curiosity. Including war crimes. The appetite yet remains, even after my rebirth. Conflict is the furthest thing from my mind, and I ask that you at least hear me out before brandishing your weapon. In a sense, yes. 'Twas the only way I could see my research completed. The myriad souls floating in the ethereal sea provide all the raw materials I require, and your Professor Claudine has proved a most welcome surprise. Worry not, for I treat all my tools... Tools? Bitch? No. I treat all my tools with great care, especially those which I will grasp godhood. She's crazy. Athena, aka I can fix her. No! Bad, Dark! Bad! Stop it! Stop it! Get help! No, Fluffy, no! Not yes, we can fix her! She's kind of trying to transcend to godhood. Kill everybody else. Nothing. And then you guys are like, we can fix her. No, not you two. What is there to fix? True true. No, not true. 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 That's fluffy too. You guys are all like, no, you're supposed to support your partner unconditionally. Support their hopes and dreams. Go fixer. You are as stubborn as La Brea, I see. Although I speak in earnest, you refuse to hear the meaning of my words. Perhaps you would be better served by a different teacher. Luckily, you already possess the tools I require to make you one. So you guys, I already know the answer. But you guys would be a willing tool for her. And I know the answer is yes. If she wants the world, I give it to her, I say. Let her fix us, yes. Absolutely. That's fluffy. Luckily, you already possess the tools I require to make one for you. Yes, that crystal teems with memories. Memories of two souls you know quite well, La Habrea and Rexionos. I shall stitch them into the fabric of two errant souls, that with your help you may come and see clearly. I'd be happy to join in for P10. I have some time before I gotta help with Savage Prog, I think. Okay, perfect, yeah! Let's do that. But I have to refuse because I already need a tool to Lizard Mommy tool, so I have to decline the offer. Yes! I gotta keep Fluffy. You... How? Where are we? Surely these two have much to tell you of me, and I would have you listen. Perhaps then you shall better understand me, my desire for godhood. There is another, but their soul has proven difficult to work with. However, with these memories, I shall very well manage to weave something together presentable. Okay, if you can offer me Emmett Selk back and Hythlodaeus, maybe. We can maybe come to an agreement. You have a place in my plans. I do hope that in time you come to realize that your cooperation is the best path forward. Fluffy says, maybe, Echo, you would say yes in a heartbeat. Don't call me out like that, Fluffy. Don't tell everybody the truth. I have little understanding of where we are, yet somehow I'm unsurprised to find you here. At the present, I have more questions than answers. Perhaps you can help me address this inequity. Is there somewhere we can speak without fear of interruption? Am I wrong? No, you're not wrong. You're not. Elatia says, I don't blame you for Emmett. Yeah. She's my favorite. Okay, let's see what Erectionos has to say. I don't know how long it's been, Rixie, but it's been good to see your face. Would that be under more conventional circumstances? Just where are we? What events have led to this unexpected reunion? Yes. I remember you telling us about this crystal, memory crystal. To think they contained our memories. It's a lot to take in, least of all the fact that you hail from the future. I searched for you all after a time, but I couldn't find no trace. Now I know why. They were looking for me. my god, if Emmett was the last fight in Endwalker, I would give up my soul to have that moment. I mean, you remember Fluffy. I freaked out when he showed up in Endwalker. I freaked out. I actually went back looking at it and realized that it Twitch deletes your VODs after 7 days. So I went back looking for it to clip it, and it was already gone by then. And it passed by like 2 days or something like that, 2 or 3 days, a little bit past it. In our age, it has shares of surprises. If my memories are to be believed, the supposedly world-ending final days came upon us, and yet here we are in a future where you at least exist. Yes, I thought you were going to scream, Daddy Emmett. I think I was too overwhelmed with emotion in seeing him in the first place. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay. His finger salve sassy wave will forever be remembered. 100%. That's the only thing I wish that he did before he like left. If he gave the wave, because he did the snap, but he didn't do the wave at the very end. And then Fluffy says yes, especially during Elpis. Oh my god, he was an absolute babe. He was. He's a babe both ways, but he's so good. Just less. He's good in different ways, in each version. The Elpis and his, you know, Shadowbringer one. It's like slightly different flavors. Do we overcome the despair that befalls us, or do we find a way to live on? Questions without simple answers, it seems. Let us take heart that life endured in some form, but as memories, we may never have the luxury of a larger picture. Regardless, that has now come to pass. This future must be protected from Athena's scheming. Let this conviction guide our every action. Agreed, but as memories given fleeting form, we are bereft of any physical or magical talents. We cannot aid Rixie in battle. I already know in Echo's mind, he's the pillar to everything cough cough husband material. I mean, husbando video game wise, yes, 100%. I think he's a little too bitchy for real life husband material, but fictional husband, 100%. I am an Emmett Selk apologist. Did he kill millions of people on, you know, different shards to try to bring back his gold? Sure. But he was lonely. He's just baby. There's a video I have to pull up. It's a little YouTube short. That it's like, oh, my baby. It's like he's a morally gray, sociopathic murderer. He's baby. He has big trauma. And he murdered hundreds of people. Just baby. I protect. And that is me. That is me for him. Oh my god, you should do an Amit cosplay. That would be cool. I should do that. We men do weird shit when we're lonely. See, give me lonely, give me tragic backstory. You know, oof. That is the recipe for my favorite characters. I'll do it. I'll do it, Emmett Out cosplay. It'll take me a while. Probably after FenFest, I'll start working on it slowly, and then I'll do it. Nay, Athena meant us to speak and nothing more. But though we may be tools, we need to not be slaves to her whims. We will tear ourselves from her grasp and shatter her ambitions. I must wonder how she knew of our history with Rixie. Likely she possessed some means by which to observe events within the pandemonium, either while occurring or after the fact. Regardless, her knowledge far exceeds our own, a shortcoming we must remedy at once. We would do well to learn more of the pandemonium now dominating the landscape souls. Brixie's colleagues will doubtlessly prove to be of value in that respect. We do, but you gotta remember the only way we stop being held like a baby, I swear, that's what makes us not feel lonely. I think all men should occasionally be Little Spoon when cuddling. Like, I think men also deserve to be Little Spoon. Yes, you're not wrong. La Habrea is eyeing the frightened researchers with a mix of curiosity and design. The sweet talking tongue. Ugh, my weakness. I must stop myself. Sign me up for that Little Spoon position any day. Thank you. I don't know. I just think it's really cute. I also like it when men are soft also. And like, you know, I don't know. I think it's really sweet. Why do your companions hesitate to approach? We may be unusual visitors, but the time is of the essence. Bring them here. I don't think they want to approach other Ashens right now. I think they're a little frightened. Though you may be but a confluence of a memory, it is an honor to meet the personages I've only read in Rixie's report. As a researcher, this is beyond exciting. I have to admit, no small measure of fear as well. I know what you mean. I can scarcely stop my legs from shaking. We're powerless to do aught but speak, and I see no reason why we should be afraid. 100 subs for Echo to do subs for Echo to do an ASMR mommy video. I'd do it. I'd probably need a little filter thing for it, but I'd do it. I don't know if anyone would want to listen, but I'd do it. I'd need to write a script or something, but I'd do it. The I can barely stop my legs from shaking would have been the perfect in the bedroom interview thing earlier. That would have been perfect. That would have been good. That's good. I like it. I like it. Thank you for bringing that back around. That's good. It isn't my life I fear for now. I only fear that I might not have the chance to ask you all the questions now burning a hole in my mind. We shall stand before the two ancients who hold priceless knowledge beyond the keen of any of our peers. So, I think because my brain has been on the dirty-minded path now for a minute, I 100% almost read that as to all the questions in my burning hole, and I had to stop and reread that properly. But what purpose does fear serve if not to be confronted and conquered? To that end, we shall share with you our records. Perhaps together we can find a thread that will lead us safely out of this conundrum. How about another one? Do not, don't fear. You'll be confronted and conquered. Let it consume you. Oh, my mind's always there. So I don't think it needs very much consuming. It's already corrupted as if I went into that planar fissure without that fucking dragon scale. Into the void. That is, I am beyond corrupted already. Information shall be our most precious resources, for that is the only weapon we can wield in these forums. Our memories are at your complete disposal. We can start with Athena, whose thirst for discovery we would see all life consumed. Come over here, warrior of light. Exactly! Now come, warrior of light. 100%. Her desires haven't changed. She still seeks to transcend her mortal existence, so that she might unravel the mysteries of life. She would become a god. Yeah. Let us come. A nebulous concept, but Athena had her own ideas on what divinity entailed. In her mind, a god can create souls at will. Thus she chose the underground or ethereal sea. It is known as this in this age. As the staggering ground for her final experiments. Here lies a practically bottomless well of ether. Even if it means stemming the flow of life itself, she intends to continue her work. She thinks of nothing else. We caught a glimpse of Athena as we came into this world. Her smile, her voice, they're just as I remember. Even without realizing it, I found myself feeling an affection for her. As do you all. An affection, an erection, maybe both. Fluffy says, if I find a good day, I'm dragging you to do P12S. Okay, let's do it! Don't look at me like I've gone mad. I'm not asking you to join her side. I know the true Erectionos would never have wanted that. But these emotions remain in memory, if nowhere else. We shall remain here to compile what information we can. You must infiltrate Pandemonium and seek out Athena. I'll ask that you leave the memory crystal with us. It holds secrets which have yet to be unveiled. All that's left to cross that menacing threshold. Shall we take a closer look? I have one question for you. Does the word Orosite mean ought to you? Mean not to you. Orosite, well, yes, there's a few records of its existence. It mainly makes appearances in the legends of Roulettes, in the tales concerning the Ashian Laha. Well, tales concerning an entity known as an Ashen. A personage is associated with the black Orosite. It's known as the Heart of Sabik, a source of considerable power. Mimi says, do P10S best fight. Okay. I see. So time has not buried it. I could land an airship on that Lalafel's forehead. Hey, don't be make fun of us with big foreheads. So where is GG? We got pretty similar foreheads. We're dragging you to Mimi. From outside, the Pandemonium looks no different than it does in the past. However, there's no guarantee that the inside will be familiar. You would do well to secure the area near the entrance first. Once it's been cleared of threats, La Habrea can approach, and we shall begin our exploration of the interior. The portal should convey you to Pandemonium's gates. I can hardly tell you to keep your weapon at the ready. Okay! Is it unlocked? I knew you would come. I never lost faith that we would meet again. I told you as much, did I not? I understand you may be confused. I was too at first. Invite when ready. Okay, perfect. I think after this cutscene it should unlock it for me, and then I'll invite you. We'll go do it. You see, I'm not the true Themis. I was made by Athena, molded from one of the many souls at her disposal. I'm only an illusion built from a memory, no more real than La Habrea or Erectionos. Themis, why? It's not his fault. This is Athena's fault. Even so, I believe I have a grasp on the situation. This is the distant future. A future where Athena lives once more, although the means of her rebirth are yet beyond me. You are here to stop her. Have I the right of it so far? I was gonna say his eyes don't look as blue, and I guess it's because he's a memory. Very good. I would be disappointed if you did not rise to her challenge. Although I'm sorry to say I cannot aid you, my creator has tampered with my essence, and I'm oddly inclined to act in her interest. See? It's not the baby's fault. I can do naught but offer you words of warning. We fight and we cannot be avoided. There is no need for that pained expression. Remember, I am but an illusion, nothing worth shedding tears over. Fix him! I know! That's what I want to do! I want to save him! Even under control of Athena, he's still so good. I would feel terrible if I had to trounce Elidibus again. Oh no! We can free you. We freed the other person. Thank you for the sentiment, but I'm afraid that's quite impossible. Athena's grip on my mind is unyielding. Still, I'd ask that you listen carefully to the advice I offer you now. Athena has prepared a new vessel to replace Erectionos so that she may become a god. By gathering the souls of readily available in the sea of ether, she tampers with her own essence. Yet the souls are faint, diffuse. I doubt whether they are sufficient for her goals, so she has turned her gaze to you. Despite your thin ether, you managed to lay Hephaestus low, and Athena would know the secret of your strength. I was just helping a sprout, explaining pentamelding. Attempted to do the 5th materia on my crafting set. 34 materia, 5% chance to meld. Failed! I said, see, it can get pricey, and my luck sucked! No, not your terrible luck. It also extends to melding? Oh, no. Mimi says, we love pentamelding. To the end, she has prepared an experiment for her observation. Fight for your life against Athena's creation, and in so give to her knowledge, the knowledge she desires. Yay for pentamillion melding. See? OSHA, unsafe. OSHA, unapproved. They would have been fined and shut down by OSHA ages ago. Fluffy says, Unforgiven. What did you do to be cursed? We must fix it. I know, we need to, like, light some sage or, like, whatever other stuff. Get rid of this curse. Oh, shit. That looks cool. Gross, but cool. What's happening? Athena has made her move. We must find a way to reach her, or all is lost. We can do little but hope for Rixie's success. Mimi says, the Savage, if this is honestly the best. Being honest, when I say it's one of my favorite fights. Okay, cool. Final 14, Nanamo hates that I said Nanamo. I wanted Nanamo to stay dead. As a healer, it made you feel something. Okay. Us healers don't often feel anything. Well, I was saying that's obviously why I like to collect golden snacks, like candy snacks, and just num 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 num, eat them all up, to give the healer something fun and to feel, you know, to feel something for once. And it's definitely not my lack of skill. Pandemonium wants a mass lifeless stone, now imbued with a soul. No, Echo! Is what Mimi says. To keep you guys on your toes, right? That's the point. That's the point of old stacks. Fluffy also says Echo no. Yo, num 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 num. Athena has grown much since her death at La Habrea's hands. Although the souls she creates are imperfect, they act with absolute obedience. If we didn't have HP, we wouldn't need healers, so it checks out. Fluffy says, if you want candy, we'll craft you candy. I know that you shall cut your way through this monster as you have many others. Then you shall come before me. Do not hesitate to do what you must, for that is the only way to stop Athena. Okay, 10 circles now accessible. Elatia, and you're Eridun? Or Mia? Yeah, I don't have... I thought I had you on here. I thought I added you. Here, send me an ad. I don't see you on my list. Might not show online until you click the weird icon. I swear I added you before. I could be crazy. Just have to keep refreshing. Oh. We'll just go in, and then I'll make sure... Okay. Yep. pronounce your name? Is it Elatia? Is it LT? Elati? I want to make sure I'm saying it correctly. Everyone says it differently, and even I don't know, so they're all correct. Okay, cool. Jump, jump, jump. I both like and don't like that when you're doing something for the first time, it will bring you back to like that storyline section. Like for example here, it'll bring you back to Pandemonium. But it sucks when you're trying to do something at very different stages. So like I was trying to do that Dawn Trail stuff and I went over and you get yoinked back, exactly. The worst time I had, I was doing that jump puzzle in Kugane, trying to get that lookout point, and I got a decent way up, and then I got yoinked out, and then I got put back in for Stormblood Alliance raid in that ship, and I was so upset. Like, sometimes it's great to continue it so you don't have to travel all the way there, but for the most part, I kind of want to stay where it was at. Ooh. Oh, I like the music here too. hit these? Ah! I don't know what I was supposed to do there, but I didn't get a volt stack, so I guess I didn't do it completely wrong.
I must discipline Lady Athena. Stay where you are.
So many.
A tangled morsel awaiting death.
Ooh. I think I did something wrong.
All paths lead back to me.
Oh. Nope. Ah! No! No! No!
I operate the limits of Lady Athena's power.
This time, at least I myself didn't control my character off the edge.
Where you are. A tangled morsel awaiting death. All paths lead back to me. These bars are unbreakable.
Oh, 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 oh! Oh, no!
I am Pandemonium, and these cells are mine. Stay where you are. Bear yourselves to me.
It.
Will be unreal.
Oh. This is a cool fight.
For mother.
Oh, oh. Okay.
I'll give you special cells.
That looks super cool.
Stay where you are.
That was fun. Oh, I like how she dyed her new outfit. The desert one. Oh. Okay, good luck. Gotta jump another party now. Okay, bye. Thank you for joining me. Just join me again. Especially when we do savages. That was a beautiful play, as always. I stand enchanted by your grace in battle. And good luck. Mercy, is that? Pandemonium's final gate has been cast wide. I shall await your arrival beyond. Apologies for not coming sooner. The space is enveloped by some fell energy, and we couldn't risk venturing through it before taking due precautions. Were my eyes mistaken? Was that Themis? Tell us what you know. We must consider our next course of action carefully. I think I'm going to call it for tonight. Thank you for joining me. I had a lot of fun. I'll probably finish Pandemonium tomorrow. So anybody who wants to jump in and do that with me, and then maybe we'll do some Savage later after that, or, you know, a different day. But thank you for joining me. I had a lot of fun. Thank you for participating in the Filthy Minded conversations. That was real fun. Always happy to help. Just send me a message whenever. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Stream Echo. See you then. Okay, bye. Bye, everybody. Good night.